Welcome to the Disagreeable Nerd podcast, a podcast where nerds from various ages and backgrounds get together to discuss movies, TV, books, and anything else that pops into their small, simple minds. Now sit back, relax, and let their ignorance wash over you.
And welcome back to another episode of the Disagreeable Nerd. I'm your titular host, Gabi.
I'm your factoid host, Sade.
And this is Deej coming at you live. Actually, this is recorded. Sorry. Never mind.
A live recording.
Live recording.
Totally. That gets edited.
We are, in fact, not dead.
Episode number 76. We've done 76 of these things.
So you actually know now? Like,
Yeah.
'cause I totally didn't know.
Maybe one of these days we'll have as many listeners as we do episodes.
I thought we did.
Finger guns.
Every now and then.
Really burned ourselves.
I feel like we shouldn't say we're going to have an episode every week. I feel like we should have an episode whenever we
try
feel
that.
like getting an episode.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, they say it's best to record on a regular basis and put things out on a regular basis. That way your audience knows when to expect you. We're semi-regular.
No.
Sporadic, you might even say.
I feel like
we should have been called ourselves the Sporadic Nerd Podcast.
I feel like we should, because like I feel like every week it's hard to find something new to do. Like, or for a Y.B.U.T, it's like I was the same last week, so it's like
I'm reading the same book.
No, you finished that book.
Wait, you finished?
Oh yeah, I finished Frankenstein. By the way,
Oh my god!
Finally,
This
sorry,
is freaking
so long.
national holiday.
More like it.
Frankenstein. I know, I'm finally done.
Okay,
Now,
so let's get your review.
Oh.
Big throat noises. All right.
I forgot to like go away from the mic.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, big review.
I
Really liked
moved my
Frankenstein.
mouth away from the mic to breathe.
I kind of do that too.
Rain.
I was just
Baby's born not the sun. You hear that, everybody?
Yes. Yeah, it's like one of
not
the
me.
first
Chocolate
viral
rain.
YouTube videos, right?
Yeah.
Oh
man.
wait, yes I do.
And he did. Yeah, he did. He moved away. Even at that young age of viral videos, he knew not to breathe heavily into the microphone.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
Did it. We just did it all together. Like we moved our mouth away from the mic.
Okay, your review of Frankenstein, go.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. Okay, so Frankenstein. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know what Cliff Notes is. I'm sure you do.
Oh my god.
What's a
I
Cliff Note?
kind of
Who's Cliff?
I don't use Cliff Notes. I use Spark Notes. Actually,
I don't read
Cliff
anything wrote by
is
Cliff.
Gabi's uncle. Spark Notes is uncle. It was
Grandpa.
a very melancholy, which I kind of like that vibe. Very dramatic,
That's what Lassie was, wasn't
like
she?
that. Who?
Lassie?
Who's that?
Collie.
Lassie.
Excuse me?
Collie.
Wait,
Lassie the dog?
She was a collie.
sorry.
You've never heard of Lassie?
No. You know, it's funny one of those things you still haven't learned a lot from me. You say things
This
I
is why we
don't
say
know.
from different ages and backgrounds, because you have never heard of Lassie, the most
Paige,
important
that's
dog
where the whole
in
thing-
TV history.
That's where the whole thing, Lassie. What's that, Lassie? Little Timmy stuck in the well? The dog's like talking, but not talking. He was just barking.
Talking
She had understood what she was saying.
My age is showing
Lassie?
because I don't know what you're
Timmy
talking
stuck in
about.
the well.
All right, fine. He was a TV show dog, the most famous dog on TV ever, Lassie.
God, what rock was I under? Because I totally missed it.
I mean,
You weren't
it was
born.
probably from the 50s. I don't know.
Well, I
What
wish
rock
would've
was
knew
I
that,
under?
'cause- Well, anyways, the
A
ending,
sedimentary rock.
The ending of Frankenstein. It's kind of one of those things where I can't decide. Actually, I did decide. I feel like compassion for the monster, and I don't know. Maybe most people feel that way. I don't know, because he just wanted to be happy, and he wanted to fit into society. But his creator was like, "No, you demon, you need to die, even though I created you." And it's just kind of like, you created me, but you don't want me. I don't know. It's just really.
Spoiler alert. What happens to Frankenstein in the end?
He dies.
Wait, Frankenstein or the
And by
monster?
Frankenstein, I mean the monster.
You mean the monster? Okay, so the monster
Sorry.
jumps out of
Frankenstein's the monster to me.
The monster jumps out of the boat into the ocean. So you decide what happens to him because he wanted
swim?
to talk to his master. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he could, but maybe he went to go die because he felt so devastated that his creator died.
He said,
so,
I need love.
I need love.
Did he say, I'm just a normal boy that sank when I fell overboard. My ship would leave the country.
Yeah, that was Frankenstein. Anyways, I think it was a great book, and I think you guys should both check it out. It was just a poor boy, nobody now, me. I'm going to...
What's your next classic novel?
My next classic novel is Pictures of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde.
Dorian Gray.
And I was inspired by Gabby to read this book, which I was going to start a different book, but God was like, you should read this book because my mom loved this book. You said the movie or the book? Your mom liked the book or the movie? Because I didn't even know.
That's an issue. You know, when your mother passes away, you wish you could ask her things that you can't ask her because I forget. I know she loved Dorian Gray, but I can't remember if it was the book that she loved or the movie because I was thinking it was the movie, but I was thinking it was the movie because I thought Tyrone Powers was in it, and that was her like favorite actor of all time.
The only thing I know about Dorian Gray is from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Exactly. But he is not in the movie, but the book. And so I think she liked the book.
Okay. Well,
I think it was like her favorite book of all time.
So I technically started the book today while I was outside. And so far, it's one of those, it's weird. This book was written in 1890. And, you know, back then, a lot of the English is very super eloquent. And it's not how we talk today. At least I don't talk like that. But I understand it. Oscar Wilde.
What say ye?
The language is very wild.
What say ye?
Wild stuff.
Well, it's funny because like
wild language.
Mary Shelley, the author of Frankenstein, I felt like hers was a little bit more difficult than.
Wait, a woman wrote Frankenstein?
Mm-hmm. She was a teenager.
Weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Shelley.
I guess I never really
Yeah.
Bad TV fans out there.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm gonna really enjoy.
She was 19,
pictures
Deej.
of Dorian Gray.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I interrupt you. I get distracted with what Deej says, and I find it more interesting than perhaps what you're saying. So I go with
Paige,
what Deej says.
Often when I speak, people, you know, they just lose sight of anything else.
Wow.
All they can hear is my
Deej
voice.
Speaks.
I can
I
see
hear.
that. I remember
When I
the lady
speak,
saying they
people listen.
asked you, do you read to your wife? I remember that.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Anyways, I bought the Audible actually on Audible. The audio on Audible. I said that
Weird.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna listen to it. But I read the first chapter, just you know. But then I found a person that I like their voice that I'm gonna listen to it.
Audible, oftentimes they get like famous people or something.
I know Fanny Newton. I listened to
Fandy?
Fandy.
It's Tandy.
How do you say her name?
Fanny?
Sorry,
Tandy.
Tandy. I listened.
Fig?
I
Fig
listened.
Newton?
Okay, I listened to her
Stuff to the
on
rafters.
Jane Eyre, and oh my, what? Jane.
Brian Regan reference.
Brian
I
Regan.
don't get it. Anyways, oh man, y'all, gosh.
I can't help it. It's a
Peppering you with
problem.
References. What? References?
References
Like Family Guy.
and bad jokes.
Everything's like a cutaway.
Insert Brian Regan skit. Sorry, Paige. Sorry.
Okay, so rank Frankenstein.
No, it's fine.
Andy Newton was reading something.
No. I was just saying I listened to her and when I read Jane Eyre, and she was incredible. Like I would listen to her read any book. I just loved her voice. She was amazing. Super animated.
There's
She could
a
change her voice for each character. It was amazing.
Yeah, I told you about that one I was listening to. It was a Star Wars book, and it was by or the narrator rather was John Glover, who plays
Hey, I like him.
and it was so weird.
Smallville.
So weird. He was doing all kinds of weird sounds and everything. It was just strange. I couldn't really get into it.
Was it good?
It was alright.
Oh.
It was like a zombie book, a Star Wars zombie book, and it was weird.
Oh, that would be the troop number, whatever the name of that troop
Not
was.
Death Troopers. It was a Red Harvest. There's 2 different zombie books. Yeah. Red Harvest was also weird.
I read Death Troopers. I did not read Red Harvest.
Yes, I read Death Troopers, and then I listened to Death Troopers, and it was much better as a book.
Death Troopers, is that the one where like Han Solo randomly shows up in the middle of the book?
Yeah, Han Solo and Chewie.
Yeah, okay.
It was really good.
I read then.
Me and Andre both read that. Actually, Andre read it on a camping trip with me and him and his dad and Amanda. We were in his little RV or whatever they had. He read that book over the weekend. You just like poured through it like at night.
It's really good.
It was good.
Pretty intense. Pretty intense.
So it's a Star Wars story.
Yes, it's a Star Wars story contained inside of a Star Destroyer, like the big Empire ships. Mm-hmm. But it's like derelict. Like they come across it and it's like there's nobody there. It's just floating in space, and they like board it. And spoiler alert for a 10-year-old book. I don't know how old this thing is, but yeah.
Wow.
Turns out they were having some kind of fluid or something. It was like experimental, and it was making everybody into zombies. And it's a zombie book on a giant ship in space, and it is really good.
It's intense and action packed up.
Yes, it's good. You should read it or listen to it. I recommend reading it.
You might have to check it out into my list.
What else have you been up to?
Why? But
I went to Barnes and Nobles. Actually, you guys, okay, Deej, have you ever been to Barnes and Nobles?
Never been to Barnes and Nobles.
No, you're kidding, right?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you're joking.
Yes, I'm joking. I've been to Barnes.
Wait.
I was like, you're joking, right? Okay. Well, I had a point.
I know you're a Hastings guy, but if you've never been to Barnes and Noble,
I've been to what I was going to say. So I was making sure you were joking. Well, I was going to say, me and Gabi and Gina went to Barnes and Nobles at one point, and I told Gabi I wanted to go to Half Price Books, and he's like, "No, let's go to Barnes and Nobles." And I was like, hey, "Barnes and Nobles is expensive," but we went to Half Price Books after Barnes and Noble, and then it's like you realize
you're like, "Oh yeah,
Barnes and Nobles is pretty superior." I think it's
because they have every book imaginable.
I know, but it's like I got I bought like 3 books, right?
Half the price, half the store.
Yeah, so I bought the budget. Dune because I just wanted to have that book so I can read it, and then after I read it, I'll buy the nice copy. Yes, it's going to be down the line. Yeah, obviously. I bought a book called God, what's that book called? I forgot what it was called.
God, what's that book?
That's called? A long name for a book.
Is this
God, what's that book called?
Dystopian book I bought. I can't remember what it was called. Anyways, it was Bubba's favorite book. Remember the one you recommended?
Is it by Isaac
by
Asimov?
Dan
Persimmons. Persimmon.
Like the fruits?
Dan Simmons. Dan Simmons wrote it.
Yeah.
Persimmons wrote the
book.
Persimmons wrote it.
And then I bought all these books at half price.
Hyperion. That's the name of the book.
Oh, okay. I bought that one at Barnes & Noble.
Written by Dan Simmons, not Per Simmons.
And it was a nice copy.
Although Dan Simmons should have a child and name her Per.
Although Dan Simmons.
Dan Simmons. And his child, Per Simmons.
Per.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay, so Half Price Books is half the store at Barnes & Noble, and you appreciate now, even though Barnes & Noble is like going out of business because nobody goes to brick and mortar stores anymore.
Seriously?
Brick and Mordor?
Yes, Mordor.
Brick and Mordor.
The evil lair of Sauron.
I don't get it. But I just feel like I like Half Price Books because it's like I don't want to, I don't know that. And also, sometimes I want to check out a book.
Check it out
first before
for
buying.
That, you go to a library.
Check it out now.
But I want to own it first. Buy it. That's a crappy book, or not crappy book, crappy quality. I guess if it's, I don't know if I don't. What if I don't like it? So I bought a crappy part of it. Used. God, thank you, Deej. Anyways, a used book first, and then I'll buy the collectible or the nice edition of it. You know what I mean?
Like, so for instance, in Barnes and Noble, you go in there and they have like these Barnes and Noble editions of all these not ancient, but literary books like Sherlock Holmes, Little Women, and they are beautiful looking.
Beautiful.
Like, the Little Women book is pink. It's hardcover. It's got the little bookmark strings in it and stuff.
Super pretty.
Really nice books.
Yeah, I think Mike bought that giant volume of all the Sherlock Holmes stories, and it's like this thick.
Yeah.
5 inches thick. It's just a gigantic thing. It's like the Bible.
Yeah. They have a bunch of books like that that are like special editions Barnes & Noble. And Barnes & Noble does have a lot of almost every author you can think of. Whereas you go to Half Price Books and you're lucky to find what you want. But if you do find what you want, then you're good to go. And it's half the price, right? Now, they do have like a mega store downtown off of 75 and Mockingbird. If you go there, that's like the only actual sized Half Price Books that could equal a Barnes and Noble. That's the only one I really like to go to, if I'm being honest.
Actually, Gubs, I think you're right, because that would have more options.
Let's just go. Forget the little cheesy ones in the suburbs.
Okay.
We need to go downtown.
That's where we all went on my bachelor party thing trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. That thing is awesome. They sell like gaming consoles in there, video games, all kinds of stuff.
A little bit of everything. A little bit everything.
I do like the vibe though, of Half Price Books. It's kind of cool. I like that old.
A little more of a hipster vibe in Half Price Books.
Barnes
not so
and
much
Noble,
soccer mom.
Barnes and Noble is like
dudes
his
with
soccer
you got
mom.
a bunch of white guys with dreadlocks and tattoos, smoking doobies.
It smells like books.
It smells like
books.
old
Musty
books.
And feet.
Love that musty.
Ooh, you get that feet right in your nose. It burns like up
Get
here.
a little bit of feet because they come in with their sandals and the socks on, right off the street.
And
they leave their homeless sign outside, walk inside for a moment.
And you
Get
you know,
an
also
AC,
Half
use the
Price
restroom maybe.
and Barnes and they both have like music and they sell records and other stuff, and it can be a little cheaper versus Barnes and Noble, because Barnes and Noble, I saw like a record that was like $50. I was like, God. And like at Half Price, they're probably in the range of
$25?
$15, $20.
How did you come up with that number?
You see, it was 50 at the other one, and this one's half price, so I halved it.
You know what? You're right.
Okay.
But yeah, anyways, I
enough of your crap. Moving on to my Y-Butts.
I wasn't even done with mine, but
Y-Butts have been going on
what
for
else
a
do
very
you
long
have?
time.
Okay, tell me what else you got.
I was gonna say I did something nice for G&G, Gene and Gabby's anniversary.
Oh, that's right. Oh, how
Yes,
can I
so
forget
lovely.
this? Go on, brag about yourself.
I was gonna brag about myself. Yes, I made a French dinner with creme brulee, and I even bought a torch because I wanted to be fancy.
Ooh.
And so I did that for them. And in the back where Gabi's sitting at, actually, I bought Gabi a little mini fridge to keep his cokes and beers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
I turned it off actually because it's
That's kind of what I was.
probably a little loud, but
I actually
fridge
am
is
nobody
loud.
may notice.
It's not that loud.
No, I mean it just runs nonstop. Our electricity bill is probably going to go up by 0.5%, but it's okay.
Well, I've already taken advantage of his little mini fridge. I've got like all my beers in there.
It fits a 6-pack of cans, and you can fit 4 bottles in there. But cans are really more efficient in their size.
You can fix
How much? It was like a 4-quart or 4-liter. What was that?
6.
6 liter. 6 liter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. She stored them at your house.
Yes, we were receiving packages for about a month and a half.
It's very nice. It's very useful.
It wasn't any different
yeah.
than any other day, but there's more.
But this time it was not your wife's. It was ours.
Yes.
Charday made coco vin.
Come again?
COQAUVIN. Coco vin.
Coco Vin.
It's chicken and wine. There's a different translation, but I'm not going to go into it right now.
Omelette
Family show.
au fromage.
It's a family show.
Chicken and wine is how it translates, and it was really good, really, really good. I mean, basically, it's a pot of stew with chicken and all these vegetables in there.
And wine and brandy was like the key
Brandy,
ingredient
that's right.
because it really brung out the flavors
Brung it on
of the
out.
chicken.
Brung it out,
the
baby.
cheese. Brung it out.
I like that movie, Brung It.
Brung it to.
You know what I just realized?
I think that was a song.
Oh,
somewhere.
and the creme brulee was amazing.
The benefits of having a mini fridge in your board game / podcast room. You can just grab the beer.
Oh, what
without
you got
getting
there? That looks like a Willy Wonka.
This is It is a circus, or a light circus hazy IPA. I've had this before.
Oh yeah.
Light,
Believe I've had this before.
I just
I'm
bought
really into the
hazy.
hazies.
I just
I
bought some
told
hazy
Sade she needs to
IPAs.
stick with the hazies.
Yeah,
You
they're
just
good.
bought some hazy IPAs.
Yes, I did. I forgot what they were, but
No,
I bought them.
Did you get them from Treasures or?
Tressos. Actually, I got a one from Desch.
Oh,
Let me
well,
see.
the Shoots has a hazy.
Yeah, it's called Fresh Haze.
My friend Brad
IPA.
Wisenhunt used to work at the Shoots.
Your friend Brad Wisenhunt used to live in Oregon?
Wisenhunt worked at Deschutes Brewery in
Bend,
Oregon.
Oregon?
Yes,
Ooh,
he
I
was
love
the.
Oregon.
I've tried something like that, but not. I'm pretty sure I have.
He earned his electromechanical engineering license, and then he worked at Deschutes. And then he quit his job and is now in Costa Rica.
Wow, what a
Sounds
move.
amazing.
Power move.
Yeah, power move. All right, are you done?
I'm done. Sorry.
Good Lord, we spent an hour
Sorry,
on your
not
crap.
sorry. Well, I feel
Jesus
like
Cristo.
I just automatically start talking about my life.
Madre
Yeah,
de
what does that
Dios.
say about you?
What does that say about me, guys?
Narcissism.
Yes, if
I've been,
anybody could say
I've been
anything about
playing-
Paige, is that she's a narcissist.
I've been
Totally.
playing Raiders of Scythia, the sequel to Raiders of the North Sea. It is amazing, but it's like Raiders of the North Sea with a streamlined version of the expansions.
Keep
Hall
your
of
board
Heroes,
game stuff
and
in the other podcast. Come on now.
I was like zoning
But it's
out.
what I've been doing. How dare you?
It's a
We're supposed to do a
joke.
mini pod sesh.
It's a joke, could be.
I haven't played a board game in so long.
I played Embers of Memory, which is a Throne of Glass game, and that is a high fantasy book, and it's
Which I
the
started.
game sucks. Oh my god, it's atrocious.
It
Don't buy it.
sucks, Cops. That
I
Embers of
literally
Memory.
had. I told you we're not going. I bought this. I was like, I bought this when we were. And speaking of Barnes and Noble, I bought it at Barnes and Noble.
So
and I
their
said-
board game sucks.
I said,
Selection sucks.
I said, I said.
What did you say?
I sound like Foghorn Leghorn. I'll say, boy.
say.
I said what I said.
It's terrible. Don't get it. I'm nearly done with The Office. I'm in season 9, episode 11.
About time.
BDT.
I have to say, I need to retract some statements I've made in the past.
About it being
Please.
poor?
It's not as terrible as I remember.
No, season 9's decent. The beginning might be bad, but the rest of it is.
I don't know. Like there was a few episodes where like a bunch of the characters are unlikable and they do mean things to each other, but overall, it's still pretty decent. It's okay. We started Edward Scissorhands. I've never seen it in my life.
Wait, what?
We rented it on Vivo.
He's never seen Edward Scissorhands. It freaked me out when he said that.
Come again?
Whoa. I've seen that movie so many times
Never
in my
seen it.
childhood. I was
How?
like, what?
How have you never seen that movie?
It's not my style. A, it's goth. I've never been a goth guy. B, it's a romance. C is Tim Burton.
But-
Those are 3 things I was never really into as a younger man.
But it's not
My
like
wife,
now, I'm
Charsula,
older.
has seen Edward Scissorhands.
Never seen it. I've never seen Edward Scissorhands. Okay, why did she see it? Was it for Johnny Depp?
I have
Well
no idea.
done.
Probably. I mean, they watched it as a family, I'm sure, because I haven't watched it with her. And we've been married for over 5 years.
I love everything about Edward Scissorhands. The movie.
Apparently, her father loved that movie.
That is
is-
fascinating.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Fun fact about Charles
need-
Brown.
Wow.
Charles.
That says a lot about
Charlie
Charles.
Brown loved Edward Scissorhands.
But here's the thing. I rented it, paid for it. We got halfway through. All of us got sleepy because it was like Friday night.
Don't tell me you fell asleep during Edward Scissorhands.
I got
Sleepy,
to the
but-
point where like Winona Ryder was barely even in the movie, like at least the first third of the movie.
Right.
Then finally she comes in, and then it started getting interesting, and then like we stopped the show and we didn't go back to it. So I still have not yet seen Edward Scissorhands.
What?
What if we just rented it, like DVD style?
I rented it.
No,
we need to buy it because
Buy
apparently
it.
I can only watch it in portions.
Wow.
Maybe we shouldn't watch it late at
You
night.
have both greatly disturbed
Well, see,
me.
here's the
and let me
thing.
down.
I mean, You put that sign up on your door. It says, "Do
I
not
think less of
disturb."
you.
Although both Johnny Depp and Tim Burton have apparently been, canceled. So what do you do?
Tim Burton was canceled?
Wait, what?
Apparently he's not real big into a diversity in his cast, as is seen in all of his movies.
Well, yeah, he likes very pale things.
I enjoy pale things.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, there's no
But
diversity
Johnny
in his
Depp was
movies.
canceled. I mean, we're not going to get into that, obviously, because it's kind of...
I don't understand that
Aren't
Johnny
we?
Depp.
We are.
Johnny Depp was
I don't
canceled because of
understand.
one thing that somebody said, and apparently it's not true, but still he was canceled. It doesn't make any sense to
But
me.
then he got kicked out of Fantastic Beasts.
Exactly. And the person that said these things and that is also guilty and not him,
That is also canceled.
apparently, well, no, she's not, because she's still in this stuff.
Oh, she's
She's
still
not
in
been,
it?
Yep. She's not being put out.
Interesting.
So I
Even
guess
though
I don't
she's guilty.
understand
I don't know why
why.
we're being coy about Amber Heard as
Amber
if she knows
Heard.
us.
You sick woman.
Wait, seriously though.
I don't know. It's like I don't know who to believe. Go ahead.
Well,
Sade.
according to
guess
the
I don't
evidence, Johnny Depp, I believe him.
Sade, go.
I guess I don't understand why you guys are saying Johnny Depp was like. Can you guys keep me? Or,
Amber Heard had accused him of abuse.
Because they were
who's
married.
that?
Amber Heard is the one that plays Mira from Aquaman.
The main girl from Aquaman. She's been a bunch of other stuff, but Aquaman's her biggest hit.
They were married,
Johnny
and she
Depp's
accused
wife?
him of
That
abuse.
was his wife.
And
Wow.
according to the evidence, she is the one that was abusive and not him. But he
That's so
got
weird.
let go of
That-
the movie franchise that he was a part of, and she did not. Both
But how do
being
you
owned
know?
under
It's
Warner
literally,
Brothers.
how do you know? He could have been. It's not recorded. She has been. It is recorded. Like, who knows? Well,
who
literally,
knows, really.
I don't. It's just.
But the fact is that
Because-
her part was recorded, and she has not been, and his was not, and he has been. So it's kind of dumb.
Those facts are true.
If anything, they both should have been. Both of them. Not just
Both-
one of them.
Both should have.
Both have been, should have
so
been.
confused.
But not one of them. You know what I mean?
You know what I think? No, I don't know what you mean. But you know what?
You know exactly.
I
what
think-
mean.
Let me move on.
I think when you're famous, everything is a big deal. Like, I mean,
That
not
should be a
so-
song. When you're famous, everything should.
Everything's a big deal. But don't come at me. I'm not going to be your shill. Let's go and keep it real.
we're turning it into a
My
rap.
name is Bill. Yeah,
It
that's what I'm
sounds like
talking about.
reggae.
I'm pretty sure that
That's what
was
I'm
the
talking
Beastie
about.
Boys.
Don't cancel me out because I'm going to come back and make it a route. Oh, give me a shout.
Wiki,
Out.
wiki, wiki.
Yeah.
I
Look,
feel like-
I am in the new Eminem.
You need to be signed.
I am the new Eminem.
Yes.
Yes.
Raymond Records,
A
come on.
40-year-old
Sign 'em.
balding man is the new Eminem.
Prepare those stadiums for my sellouts.
Oh, I can see it. It's platinum
Post-COVID.
already.
I can see his little baby
Why is
legs
my
running
cat
on the
on the-
stage.
Coffee table? What is this?
Okay, so I've been watching Somebody Feed Phil on Netflix. You need to watch it.
You said that last podcast.
I still believe it. Mexico City, New Orleans, Lisbon, Tel Aviv, and Mississippi Delta. What was the last one we watched?
Israeli? Or no, that was Tel
That was Tel Aviv.
Aviv.
I guess that was
That
it.
was the last one.
Okay, it's really good. The creator and writer or part of Everybody Loves Raymond. I've been we watched The Crown season 4 episode 1.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Lord Mountbatten. Well, spoiler alert for people that don't know the history. Okay, if you don't know the spoiler alerts for The Crown season 4 episode 1, tune out now for the next 10 seconds. Lord Mountbatten gets a blowed up.
Gets a bloated.
Historical fact. I shouldn't say it so, like
It's okay.
sidishly.
It's okay.
Unfortunately, yes. And him and a grandson, actually. So it's actually a super dark shit thing.
R.I.P.
But Charles meets Diana this episode, and that's going to be the season.
Basically. And, I feel like they're going to make it super, like, a perspective of Diana.
Yeah. I mean, I pretty much read that Charles is going to come out kind of looking like a douche this season.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just weird because I was reading up on something that said just to see how Princess Diana actually, how she felt
Yeah.
about it all and all this. but who knows? It's just like TV like makes things super dramatic. It's like I wish I was like in the same room with the real people and like really see what actually happened.
You probably wouldn't be able to stand any of them.
Probably not.
I mean, they're rich royalty. I mean, come on.
But
can there be a more entitled class of people?
But I'm not like you, Gabi. I don't hate
Celebrities.
rich people.
I do.
I don't hate them.
Are you rich? If you're rich and you're listening to this show, I don't hate you because you have stooped to our level to listen to this episode. But I doubt that's happening. What if Charles is listening to Disagreeable
That'd be
Nerd?
super amazing.
I can't believe they're talking about me.
I don't think he talks
talk
like that. I think you're like.
I can't believe they're talking about me.
I don't think he even talks like that.
Oh yeah, he's old. Old as dirt.
I feel like he has more eloquence than either one of those accents you just did.
I worry that Prince Charles will never be King Charles.
That Dango and Elizabeth, she won't.
She just
keel over.
Die. She old as dirt.
Man, 94, right?
Good Lord, woman. I bet Prince Charles, like, good Lord, Mom. I want to be king someday. Mom.
Yeah, I feel bad for him. It's like whenever he starts to rain, it won't be for very long.
He's like 70 already, right?
He's too old.
She just won't give it up.
It's so funny because it's like she must be in the greatest health or something. I don't know. Maybe she has good genes. Because
Levi's.
I don't have.
She's in the best.
72.
Wow, 72. Well, I guess that's
old.
not old.
I mean, my mother died at 73. It could happen.
Yeah.
It could happen to you.
Hail the queen! Oh, hail the queen! God save the queen!
I tried Bluebell Fudge Brownie Decadence. The best ice cream I've ever had in my life.
That's when you snuck into the house, right?
Yes, this is the one he was all about. And, I don't feel like it was that great looking.
It wasn't. You don't like chocolate.
I mean, that's debatable. I like Hershey's,
which is ironic.
That's kind of how Char is. She likes white chocolate.
But I don't like white chocolate. I like Snickers and Hershey's. Like
you just like
that's.
Sorry, go ahead.
Wait, what were you gonna say? Go ahead, dude.
No,
say it. Trash me.
It was a joke.
Trash me.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm ready for a fight.
All right, let's go into the news. This is like the longest episode ever. Hold on.
Wait. Did we do DJ's Y-Butt?
We're at 36 minutes in. Oh no, we have not done DJ's Y-Butt.
Well, for one, Gabi, you like to do Y-Butts.
He doesn't know. Succotash. DJ, what have you been up to?
Oh, playing
Nothing.
Still. No. I've got a couple things this time.
He's been watching some YouTube videos.
No.
Yeah, how's that?
We smoked some jerky. Like we made our own jerky.
Some doobies.
So we smoked some doobies, bro.
Oh yeah, the jerky.
Yes, we made some jerky, and it was delicious.
You made some jerky.
Yeah, we made some jerky.
I bet that was good.
We were watching.
Did you buy a
TikTok
dryer thing?
No, we did on the smoker.
Dryer, like a washer machine.
A dehydrator is what he means. No, we did
dehydrator for the jerky.
I knew what he meant.
He did throw a bunch of meat in the washing machine, then in the dryer, and then eat it, gnaw on it. No, that's not what happened, Sade.
Alexia, my sister, used to have a dehydrator, and she used to make jerky on it, and it was great. But no, we were watching a TikTok, and it just happened to say the specific meat that we acquired because of my wife's parents that brought over frozen meat at random intervals, and they just happened to be the exact kind of meat that we needed for jerky. So we cut it up, we made the marinade, stuck it in the freezer for not the freezer, but the fridge for 24 hours, and then threw it on the smoker for 6 hours. And it was amazing.
Wow.
Kari and I ate it all in one sitting pretty much.
No way.
Yeah.
What sort of marinade and or rub did you use?
Please send that stat to my...
It wasn't a marinade or a rub per se. It was a marinade, and it was like soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder.
Deej, can you guys make that again?
Of course, we just gotta get some more meat for it. Why are you wanting to purchase some?
No.
Or are you
I just wanted
wanting
to make fun.
No, she wants
you
a
wanting
free
some
gift.
free
Send her
jerky?
some of your free
No,
meat.
I want free meat. That's what I'm declaring right
Are you
now.
licensed? Are you LLC? Then I ain't buying nothing.
I ain't about to say I'm buying anything.
Okay, well, I guess you ain't getting none then.
Oh, I'll snap.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, next time we get some, we'll make some more, and obviously we'll bring you some pager to let you taste
You
it.
better bring me some.
We have to perfect our recipe.
Thank you.
Also, I watched New Mutants because it finally came out.
I need to watch that.
I forgot about it.
I've been seeing it, but
I didn't know how much y'all
like,
actually cared about it, but it hasn't been like available for viewing up
Well,
until
no,
now.
it just came to video.
I just kind of want to see it
rent
just
or
because,
digital, whatever.
Yeah,
what's her
so
name's in it? That
I finally
chick.
watched it. I guess I won't spoil anything for you because you haven't seen it. But-
No, I want to see it. I will see it. Is it terrible?
How do you feel about it?
It wasn't terrible. It was decent in my opinion. It wasn't the greatest movie I've ever seen. It wasn't an amazing movie by any means, but it was decent. It was good. It was watchable.
And a 1 out of 10, what would you give it?
1 out of 10, I'd probably give it a 6.5, 7.
That's okay. That's
and a
more than
half.
average.
That's watchable.
I'm
Okay.
going to watch it. Yeah.
Better or less than Love and Monsters?
I would say less than.
I don't remember your rating, but I think we were all pretty high on Love and
I
Monsters.
think on
Let's
Love and
see.
Monsters, I was like an 8 or
What
something.
about what was the last better than or less than X-Men Apocalypse?
Better.
Wow.
Apocalypse
Okay.
wasn't really saying much, though. No, the last one was Dark Phoenix.
Oh, yeah, that was the last
God,
one.
Dark Phoenix was a
Better than Dark
Okay,
Phoenix, I would
did you
probably
guys
say better
like-
than Apocalypse.
Did you guys like X-Men 2? I liked X-Men.
Everybody
2.
loved
from
X-Men
20 years
2.
ago?
That was the best
Is
one.
that what we're going to discuss right now?
X-Men 2 was the best X-Men.
discussing that?
What were we talking about?
X-Men United?
It was the greatest X-Men movie ever made.
No, X-Men 2.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, there's X-Men. There's X-Men 2 United. There's
Yes.
X-Men 3 The Last Stand. Then there's X-Men First Class. Then there's X-Men.
I didn't know you were an X-Men expert.
I was expert.
X-Men 2.
Which X-Men are you
X-Men
talking about? Are you
United
talking
was
about
the
X-Men?
greatest X-Men movie ever.
Well, is it okay?
Who's in it?
I don't know if I'm getting
Is
this.
Hugh Jackman in it?
Yes, but I don't know if I'm getting this right. I probably am wrong.
Is it the one with Nightcrawler?
Is Jean like a baddie and she like goes crazy?
That's
And
the
is
third
that the
one.
one?
That's the last
That's
stand.
That's the third one.
Okay, I
Also
like
Dark
that one.
Phoenix, I guess.
That's also like the worst, terrible one.
Well,
yes.
I don't know why,
When
but
she kills her boyfriend, Cyclops,
yeah.
and
In
his
the
glasses
beginning
are
of the
like
movie,
floating.
you don't even
I
see it.
actually just like her using her powers. That's literally why I like the movie. Like I like that part. I like her just getting batty and just like killing everyone. And that's you know.
Well, then I bet you enjoyed Rise of Dark Phoenix or whatever that.
Well, see, Dark Phoenix, I didn't really like Dark Phoenix. I was also like
Rise of the Last Stand of the United Dark Phoenix.
Anybody?
no.
That's all of it.
But yeah.
Anyways, let's probably get on to our news, maybe? How about that?
News.
New Mutants. Okay. And now for the news. Okay. First and foremost, Shark Boy and Lava Girl return Chardonnay.
First and foremost.
Just so you
Dude,
know.
I saw this. Oh my god.
We
Isn't that
can
ironic?
be heroes.
We can be
Now,
heroes.
I hope you're not looking for an older Taylor Lautner because
Just
he's
for
bailed out
one
apparently.
You know, Lautner, I love him.
The last thing Lautner was
Yeah.
in was an Adam Sandler movie that was straight to Netflix.
Yeah, I think we have seen.
Straight to Netflix.
Okay, so when
movies
Twilight was
Sorry, go ahead.
when Twilight was at its peak, who would you have ever thought out of Arpat and T-Lau would have been the most successful, or
Arpat.
even Kristen?
Arpat.
Well, at the time, actually,
It was all a bunch of terrible performances.
I don't know.
So-
They're all
It was kind of hard to tell, but I would probably say Arpat still.
Arpat, because I didn't see Taylor Lautner in other movies. Like I saw Arpat in other movies I've seen before. Like I watched movies with him, and then after that, I never saw Taylor Lautner or anything. So I don't know.
I would have never guessed that Kristen and Arpat would be at the top.
I wouldn't say
Is it
Kristen's
because
at
of
the
I thought
top.
Taylor, because Taylor is like just like overly typically handsome, like a leading guy looks.
I think Robert Pattinson's cuter than him.
I know you do, but you have a
Taylor
unique
Lautner
sense
looks
of
like a llama.
cuteness.
I feel like Robert Pattinson is higher looking than Taylor Lautner.
He's an alpaca with arms and
He's
legs.
classically good looking.
I mean, he's definitely
chiseled.
he's good looking,
dark.
yes. But
I
No.
think he's short.
He's chiseled and dark, but his face, he resembles a llama. It is a thing. There's memes.
there's memes. Oh my god, I need to look this up.
Okay,
I need to go on a
look at the
mass
Taylor
Google
Lautner
search.
meme.
It's not Taylor Lautner, it's Taylor Llama.
Taylor
Okay, so I would, especially even Kristen Stewart, like, I did not care. I mean, well, okay, spoiler. I've never seen the Twilight movies. All I know is that she was terrible in them. But she had the same look and the same, emotion throughout the whole series. I liked. She has since. Oh, wait, she was in the. DJ's talking.
DJ's making faces, y'all, and I cannot concentrate. Oh my god!
What was the Chris Hemsworth, the Snow White? And
Oh my god!
Huntsman
Snow
movies were atrocious.
Oh my god!
Never watched
No,
any of
I
them. Sorry.
I watched all of them.
So
Sure you did.
I mean, yeah, she was in those, and they were just as terrible. Although she wasn't in the second one, was she?
No,
No, she wasn't.
they removed her because she
Okay.
was so poor of an
It's
actress.
kind of weird because I was like, "Who's his love
Actually,
interest?"
I think her and the director had a thing. It was a whole thing.
It's
Like,
a whole
Yeah,
thing.
obviously
drama
Chris
in Hollywood.
Hemsworth's a better actor than Kristen Stewart. Obviously.
But I like Kristen. Like, I liked her in Charlie's Angels. I liked her in
The Sea movie.
Underwater
I
was,
can't remember it. Underwater.
but there wasn't that much
Yes, that was
acting
good.
with Underwater for her. I don't think.
But she had a little bit. Like, I could.
No, I mean
see
she was the main character. But I mean the movie kind of.
I'm in. I'm in on Kristen, and I'm in on Arpat.
I am. Sorry, I'm laughing at DJ. Okay, it's funny when we do podcasts looking at people. You don't know what's going on, but I do. Anyways,
You
yes.
can't see me.
I think they've raised up. Raised up? Raised up. I don't know.
Rose?
Rose up from the crappy movies they were in to better.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate them more than what they, making out.
Okay, so let's move on from Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
I'm also a lava girl.
Yeah, we know. You're like
Char watched
the water.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I did not. I did watch all of the Spy Kids. I just never
those
watched Shark
Those
Boy and
Spy
Lava Girl. I
Kids.
think by the time
Yeah,
that one
Shark
came
Boy and
out, I
Lava
was just a
Girl
little too old.
Based off.
What about Cody
Really?
Banks?
But Char wasn't, even though she's older.
I watch Cody Banks.
Oh yeah, Cody Banks was the stuff, man.
Yeah. No, Deej, I had a huge crush on Shark Boy when I was like a kid. I was
mean
like,
Taylor
oh my
Lautner?
God, I love yes, Taylor.
Every little girl
I
loves
thought we were-
alpacas.
Michael B. Jordan, sexiest man alive, according to the entire world.
What about you? What do you think?
Acknowledged.
Yes.
Oh,
And for 2020.
okay. I didn't know
He
you liked.
is a very handsome man.
But that's strange to me because he is like really good looking, and you usually find people that are weird looking, good looking.
I can't acknowledge
By
he's
weird
a
looking,
sexy man.
I don't mean, I
What
hate
does that
to-
mean?
Okay, well, I mean, that's
You don't think I can say Michael B.
I
Jordan?
mean, like Adam Driver is not typically handsome, but you think he's
That's what the world's
gorgeous.
saying. I don't think that though.
Exactly.
But no,
Michael B. Jordan is undeniably attractive.
I think he's very
I
attractive.
figured you'd be more of a Beetlejuice man.
Okay,
Beetlejuice,
so I can
Beetlejuice,
say
Beetlejuice.
other guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, Beetlejuice Howard Stern.
Howard Stern.
No.
Nobody will get that.
I don't get
Except,
it.
40-year-old
people?
Nobody,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Well, I know who both
45
Howard
years.
Stern and
Yeah.
Beetlejuice are, but I
No, I saw that, and I've been seeing it all over the internet, in magazines, everywhere. Michael B.
Sexiest man
Jordan.
alive.
Yeah, and something about Michael Jordan is so not Michael
Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. He's such a classy man. Like, I like him. He's cool.
He's a cool guy.
He's cool. Like, I'd watch every movie
He
would
seems to
act
have
in.
his head on straight.
Yeah.
I think it's slightly decent.
It's weird because the first movie I've ever seen him in was Chronicle. Remember that?
yeah.
Oh, that was very
And
nice
I
on him.
remember him saying that. I don't know if that was like the first beginning of his career.
Yeah, pretty much it was, yes.
And he was like, "Oh, the black man lives," but spoiler alert, he dies. Sad. But,
I do not remember. He dies.
Yeah.
yes.
I don't remember.
Up in the light.
He was
I
killed.
just remember the.
Yeah. I would like to see Michael B. Jordan in more movies for sure. I think he'd be good.
What's he been in
I
besides
watched-
Fahrenheit 451, Fantastic Four?
I haven't seen that.
Creed,
Fantastic
and then
Four.
Black Panther.
Fantastic Four. Wow.
And Black Panther. I liked him in Black
Creed
Panther.
1 and 2. Black Panther. He dies.
Don't like Creed because I don't like that style of movie.
I don't either. I'm not a.
I used to when I was a
This is
kid.
probably
but
blasphemy, but I just don't care for the Rocky movies. I don't
used
like
to like
boxing.
them. I used to when I was a kid.
I'm a karate guy. Give me Karate Kid.
Cobra Kai.
They're all right. I haven't watched any of the Creeds. I've watched the Creeds.
I mean, they're fine. They're
fine.
I mean, they're well-made movies. They got good acting. They got a good story. I mean, it's pretty predictable, but
I don't know. It's just,
I don't get all the extreme amount of love they got.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Oh,
but he is worthy of Sexiest Man Alive.
I feel like he is. I was going to ask you guys. Sorry, I'm like taking over the podcast, but
no, you're good.
did you guys watch that trailer I sent you guys, Chaos Walking, with Tom Holland and
Chaos
Daisy?
Walking, yes. That was
Yeah,
part
the
of my
movie that
news.
was delayed like 3 years because it was apparently so terrible. They had to like super edit it and finally put it out there because there's nothing else out there. But it's like the garbage that they were able to push out.
Wow. How
Yeah,
many?
that one.
Did you take a breath when you said that? Anyways,
No, we
yeah,
didn't
I
need
read
to.
all that too. I read all that too, but I was kind of excited just because it was the idea.
I
the
mean,
story seemed kind of
I
interesting
had
because
forgot
it's a book,
about it because I had seen that it was delayed like a year and a half ago and forgot about it. And then all of a sudden there's a trailer for it.
Yeah, and I saw the first book actually is atrocious, is what people say. I don't know.
I didn't know there was
Goodreads
books.
said- It's like a 3 out of 5 on Goodreads, but the rest of the trilogy is high. So I don't know. It's weird. I didn't know.
It's because, okay, so in a pandemic, you stop recording things. Hey, let's go. Let's see what's on the shelf of stuff we decided was terrible that we can put out there. Oh, hey, we've had this there for a year and a half. Let's put that out.
Exactly.
I'd watch it though.
I'm going to watch it. Don't get me wrong.
I'm totally watching it.
I'm
Tom
watching because
Holland
it's got
and
Daisy Ridley in it.
So I'm fine with that. And Nick Jonas is in it as well.
Oh yeah, that's the draw.
like
That's
Nick
the pull
Jonas.
right there. Nick Jonas, he's in
I
it.
like him.
Definitely watch
Tom
it.
Holland,
didn't-
Daisy Ridley, Nick Jonas. That's the
Okay.
Mount Rushmore of
I
acting
just
right
really
there.
like Nick Jonas. It's like looking at him. I don't know if you were you guys about to say something, because I was going to say I have something else.
What else you got? Just go through your stuff.
Did you see that Tom and Jerry trailer?
Yeah, we did.
I have that. Oh my God.
Dude,
Where did
Chloe.
this come from and why?
Why did they think of live action?
No.
I love Tom Jerry. I
No.
love Tom Jerry.
I love
Yeah,
Tom
we
and
do too.
Okay. Tom and Jerry. I grew up on Tom and Jerry.
I laughed at the trailer.
My father loves Tom and Jerry.
Everybody loves Tom and Jerry.
This looks stupid. It's like the Smurfs thing, and it looks stupid.
Well,
You do not need to mix
amongst the
animation with live
pandemic.
action.
I don't get
okay,
it.
that's
Why do we
that's
have
a
to
really
do
good
that?
topic.
Why do we
Actually,
bring that in?
that's a good topic. Mixing animation with reality. I think that's kind of cool. I like that.
Disagree.
To agree.
Nope.
I
We don't agree. just
disagree to agree to disagree.
Disagree.
I
to
agree.
disagree.
It's
Agree.
stupid. Why can't we just have a Tom and Jerry cartoon? Why do they have to mix in with live people and the people act like that's normal?
It's kind of.
What is going on?
Why are you thinking
There's a
so
cartoon
literal?
mouse in the wall.
It's okay.
What are you on acid?
Let's hire this cartoon cat.
I think maybe they are on acid. That's okay. We're all on acid sometimes, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know what you're saying, but okay. DJ, what is your wife doing that you keep glancing over there?
Acid.
I don't know.
Is she doing acid?
She opened the door and did something, and then she opened the door again, and now she's outside talking to somebody.
Charles, calm down. Is it a stranger?
Yes.
Never answer the door. DJ, make sure your wife is okay.
It's her family. I'm sorry, I forgot they were bringing dinner all of a sudden.
Are they bringing more meat?
Tom and Jerry, I'll watch it. I'll watch it because I love Tom and Jerry, but it looks extremely ridiculous.
I don't know if I'll watch
It's
it.
funny.
Did
I
you
do
watch
love
the
Tom and Jerry.
Smurfs?
Nope.
I actually didn't, because I'm not like a huge fan of the Smurfs. So
Yeah, I don't give a crap about the Smurfs, and I didn't watch the
Smurfalicious.
I don't care.
There's
about
no
the Smurfs.
Smurfing way I was ever going to watch the Smurfs.
Did you?
But I like Tom and Jerry, so I will watch this movie.
No, I did not watch the Smurfs.
Smurf, yeah.
Smurf, yeah. Anything else in your news?
I was going to say they're making a COVID-19 movie called Songbird. I saw that KJ Apa was in. So Appa, however you say his name. And I thought that was kind of weird because it's like, I don't know, like how I feel about that whole thing. Did y'all
Why
hear?
am I going to watch a movie about it when I'm living it? I'm out.
It's like the first COVID-19 movie, and it's called like COVID-23 or something.
God, nobody cares.
It's like a.
Who wants to relive this?
It's called Songbird.
Okay.
But I saw that. I'm like, what the crap? Really? No.
Let's make it Sungbird and put it in the past. Sungbirded.
Let's do that. Anyways, that's all the news I have.
I have Scream 5 titled, wait for it. Wait for it. Titled Scream.
Wow.
Wasn't that the first movie?
Yeah. Groundbreaking.
January 14, 2022.
Totally groundbreaking.
Witcher Season 2 resumes production. Conan O'Brien will wrap TBS on June 2021. He's done 10 years of TBS season Conan O'Brien. I never watched a single episode.
It's just
Anybody?
a talk show.
I've
We have a
watched
talk show.
one episode before.
He was better on NBC.
And you know, I can't talk. Honestly, I just liked his red hair. I thought it looked cool.
Dexter, 10-episode revival, set a decade after the titular character went missing in the eye of a hurricane, apparently. Never seen Dexter.
Me either.
And then I had Tom and Jerry. So that's pretty much the news I had. And I haven't updated here recently. So, Deej?
Deej.
I don't really have much news. I feel like we should probably go ahead and just talk about real quick before our main topic, because we've been going for so long. Mandalorian, introduction of Bo-Katan from
Bo-Katan.
the Clone Wars and Rebels series, obviously.
Boca Raton from Louisiana.
Boca Raton, Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge. New Predator movie coming from director Dan Trachtenberg.
What?
Another Predator. Have we not had enough of these that no one cares about?
In the last two,
honestly,
nobody
I just
really
don't like
watched.
the Predators.
The guy that directed 10 Cloverfield Lane or whatever, that was going to do it. So everybody's like,
I'm about to say that movie was decent.
I love that movie.
I liked it. You loved it. Interesting.
I did love it.
That's saying a lot by copy.
Okay, Mandalorian, episode 3. Go, Deej.
It was good.
Boca Raton, go.
Bo-Katan. Not Boca Raton. There's no Louisiana in the Star Wars universe. What am I? I'm just talking. I mean, what's going on here? What's going on?
Deej, I actually have a question.
Yeah.
I'm really happy that you said the name, because this entire time I've been trying to figure out how to say her name, and I kind of keep forgetting.
Her name
It's
is
not that I
Katie
forget.
Sackhoff.
No, I don't. Idiot. No.
Get your sack off here.
I have a hard time saying English words. So can you
We know.
say her name again? Starbuck. I know her by Starbuck. Okay, go ahead.
Bo-Katan.
Catan. So I'm thinking Catan.
Catan probably works
not
too. I don't know.
Catan.
That's a board game.
Yeah, I was thinking like Catan, but like you guys said
Settlers
Catan.
of
So it's
Settling
like,
things.
I don't know. So I'm like, am I saying it wrong? Catan?
Yes, you were.
So
It's Catan.
Catan.
Yeah, Bo-Katan.
So Bo-Katan. I just needed to make sure I clear that out.
Boca Raton. Yes, that's
So
exactly how
in
it's said.
future conversation, I can say it correctly.
I didn't know. I've never watched Clone Wars. Well, I have watched Clone Wars. I tried to make it through the first season.
Same.
Could not do it. Just can't
I
do
heard
it.
it's really good.
Exactly.
we've mentioned
And
that
for that
before.
reason, I
It's so
tried to power
good,
my way
but we
through
just
the
can't do
first
it.
season, and I just couldn't do it. And I know like episodes, seasons 2, 3, and 4 are like amazing. I can't do it.
I really need to. I want to try it.
Boca Raton comes in at some point.
I think that'd be probably
Katie
closer to the
Sackhoff
end.
looked just like her with that red hair.
Yeah.
Like,
You know
I-
she plays
I
the
looked it
voice,
up.
right?
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, oh, that's cool. They brought in the voice actress, which is Katie Sackhoff, which she's an actress, and I love her, as Starbuck and Longmire. I forget her name. That Vic. I know her name was Vic and
Who watches
Longmire.
Longmire, though?
I did, and it was really good. You should watch it too.
False. Never.
You should watch Longmire.
I will never watch that show.
You should.
Continue.
What do you have against episodic police procedurals?
It's not my style. Go ahead. I don't like that kind of stuff. I don't like that. It's not my type of show.
Well, anyway, she looked just like the character, and I thought that was very cool the way they did it.
So, from what I got out of that episode was the way the Mandalore is not really the way Mando is, like that. He was a cult, I guess. I don't know. Did you guys get that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they said obviously that it was a separate.
Yeah, that's what I guess.
Deej, you're more into the lore? Go.
I don't know anything about that lore. I didn't watch the Clone Wars. I'm sorry.
So that's why I was like, man, I wish I would have watched Clone Wars. I feel like I understand it better, but
You're like, man, I wish I knew Delore.
Delore. The Mandalorian.
Man, Delore is a lot.
Yeah, it's not like a big part of like the expanded universe, or it might be, but like the helmet removing thing wasn't really like the only part of the Mandalorians that I have like any kind of anything with is like from like this game, Knights of the Republic, and they never removed their helmet. There is one character that is a Mandalorian that is a part of your team that when you meet him is not wearing a helmet, never wears a helmet for the rest of the game, named Canderous. So, I mean, I never really thought of it as they can't take their helmet off, to be honest. So, I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing until I started watching the show, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. But I guess that makes sense. But now that episode 3 came out, and she's like, hey, that's not a thing. That's just you guys. It's like, oh, okay.
So,
wonder if he'll take his helmet off in a next episode, which we haven't seen yet, which is already out at this point of this recording.
So, I just feel like since I think he trusts, her and all them, and maybe he decides to do that. I don't know why, but something about him doing that, for me, I feel like it'll take away the authenticity. I think that's how you say the word.
Authenticity.
Close enough.
I mean, he already took his helmet off in the first season, so
I know, but
only for IG-88.
But I don't know, something about him having his helmet on is I like that. I don't want him to take it off. I don't want to take it off.
It's a thing now. It's a thing.
I want him to keep it on.
It's tradition.
Yeah.
And humans love their traditions.
And also, like, if you take it off, it's not going to be his voice.
No, it is him.
It is his voice.
That's his voice? I thought it was like two different people.
Well, it was, yes.
It was.
It was John Wayne's son or grandson or something.
That's what I was
doing
thinking.
The actual, walking. Remember when I said he, had a cool walk?
Yes.
That was John Wayne's grandson, I believe.
Yeah, I thought it was like that still.
Yes, if you're related to John Wayne, you must
Pedro
walk
Pascal
very well.
is only doing the voice and the face visuals.
But I like that voice.
So he's like Darth Vader?
If he take his helmet
it's
off,
James Earl Jones just doing voiceover?
Pretty much.
I don't want that voice. I want the voice we hear.
Well, the guy that you saw when they took his face off, that was him. That was his voice.
The voice with the mask on.
Yes. The guy in the last episode of season 1, when the robot took his voice off, when the robot took his face
helmet
off,
that's an actual show.
Took his mask off. That was Pedro Pascal, the dude who's doing the voice.
I guess I didn't.
But they're using,
that.
I believe now they're using just different people as the physical embodiment of Mando. Because there's no need for the guy. Like, I don't know. You're gonna make me do research.
There's a video. I don't know if it's on Disney+.
We don't get paid enough for this.
Do we get paid at all? Actually,
no.
Go on.
I think there's a video on the making of the Mandalorian I've yet to watch. I kind of want to check it out. I don't know if it's on YouTube.
Check it out.
Or Disney+.
Check it out now.
So, did you like this last episode, Deej?
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed it. It was interesting to see Quarrens, which you don't see very often.
Quarrens,
the squid people.
Weird people.
Corns on my feet.
Squid people is the right term.
Oh.
Yeah, they weren't like a giant part of the movies, so it was kind of cool to see them. Kind of like the secondary people on the Mon Calamari planet. Mon Calamari.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, like they got the squid and the fish people. Of course, that wasn't Mon Calamari, but
I like the fish people.
They like ocean worlds, apparently.
And then, like, I wonder how, like...
Go on.
Okay, so Baby Yoda.
The child.
The child... I like to say Baby Yoda. The child, though. He was being babysitted by the frog lady and her lover, her frog husband, whatever. And, and then... I wonder if, like, he felt bad for eating her eggs.
He should. That was dark.
I was reading articles about it, and some people feel the same way you guys feel,
Yes.
which I don't feel the way you feel about it. But like, people were like, "That's dark," but I don't feel that way.
He's eating her children, basically. I
He's
mean,
a baby.
they're in the form of eggs, so you could just take it like a chicken egg.
He's a creature.
He's a creature.
He don't know no better.
creatures. I mean, he ate spider eggs as well. So
He doesn't know any better.
He eats everything. Remember when he had a frog coming out of his mouth? He ate her ancestors when he was eating that frog in like the second episode.
It's kind of like, I know, like, a lot of people say that's, oh my god, that's weird, that's dark. I don't know how I feel about that. But like me, I was just like, I mean, he's a little
Don't
baby.
be that. Hey, this is my thing. It's a freaking sci-fi TV show. Don't take it that serious.
Calm down.
We're talking about people using the Force with their mind. There's a little green dude with big ears. Calm down.
He's a baby.
I mean, I didn't take it seriously,
but
it did make me feel a little weird about him.
I mean, it's a little weird. He don't know what he's doing. He's
I honestly
a baby.
did not feel weird at all. Like, I didn't.
But then, like, some people were trying to suppose, like, maybe he actually was, like, saving them. Like, something was going to happen to that thing of babies. And, like, who's going to, like, burp him back up. And
I read that, too. That was such a weird thinking. Like, what? No. He straight up ate those
He just
bad
likes
boys.
eating tadpoles. What can I say?
Stop trying to insert your own
He's
thinking.
not wise yet.
Pure and
He's a
innocent.
baby.
He's just hungry,
It's like babies who eat.
He'd probably eat his own turds if he didn't know any difference.
Exactly. Think about this, like a real human baby. They eat crap they don't need to eat. They're not supposed to eat that crap. And then they end up in an emergency room. Room. And then like they have to have surgery and crap.
Then these babies got to have their stomach pumped.
Episode 3 because we watched it late at night and I remember like the high points, but I need to rewatch the whole thing to fully grasp it going into episode 4.
It's really good.
I enjoyed it.
All right, well, I think that's going to do it for this show. We're tapped out. It's late at night. I got to work tomorrow. Y'all don't. Must be nice.
Oh, it's totally nice. I'll be off all next week, actually, except Monday.
Congratulations.
It's not
Didn't
really
you just come off
congratulations on the
vacation?
pocket. Hey, I sprained my ankle.
Every day's a vacation for her. I'm Gabi.
I'm sure.
This is Deej.
Later, dudes.